Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us for another edition of Reporter's Notebook. For those of you who have not watched Reporter's Notebook before, it's a really cool opportunity we get sort of towards the end of our days to sit down with some of our reporters and some of the other people who work here in the newsroom and get a behind the scenes of what it's like to work at a news station and dive a little deeper into those stories that we cover for you guys each and every day. So today we're joined by Kayla Schmidt through Zoom. Hello, hello. Kayla is, I'm assuming you're in Jacksonville right now, right? You're back home?
Correct.
Yeah. Well, are you excited for Thanksgiving tomorrow? I'll start off with that.
Yeah, I love the holidays. I'm always excited for a holiday. Just something different in the air.
Definitely. And the story you covered today actually has everything to do with Thanksgiving, so it's a perfect topic. And it's something that's a program that's helping people, families in need this holiday season, to have food on their table. So talk to us a little bit about what this program is and what they're doing here in the East to help people combat food insecurity for the holidays.
Totally. So I did some research today. I did two separate stories, but essentially they all fall under the same umbrella. I did some research kind of thinking, well, if you can't afford to eat a Thanksgiving dinner, especially this year due to COVID and all the layoffs and furloughs that are happening, where can a family go get a hot meal? So I did some research on that, and there's different areas in the East in every county that does something a little different. Sometimes on Thanksgiving, sometimes the day before Thanksgiving. So today, a lot of counties had meal pickups, meal drives, as well as last weekend. And a couple counties, like Craven, Carteret, are kind of intertwined together. Hope Mission is actually hosting a Thanksgiving lunch at Liberty Church in Hadlock. So that's actually happening on the day of Thanksgiving. That's one of the only ones happening on the day of Thanksgiving. And then another side of my story was looking at restaurants in the East, how they're doing, and if they have had a influx of to-go orders before the holiday. So I went over to Mission Barbecue, which is a really popular local spot here in Jacksonville, and they have great food. So I asked him, what are you seeing? Are you guys really busy today? He told me that this is their busiest year for Thanksgiving meals yet. But the fun part is the meals themselves aren't as large, but there's more of them, if that makes sense.
Okay, yeah. That's very cool.
Yes. So he said you can definitely see through those orders how COVID is affecting families, because a usual Thanksgiving meal, you're going to want to cater for up to 15, 20 people. Well, now it's just the immediate household. So these meals are much smaller.
Definitely. And that's really surprising to hear that. It's awesome that they've been having food drives and pickup places, over the past week before Thanksgiving. But it's so surprising to hear that there's really only a handful of sites, one that you mentioned happening on Thanksgiving Day, which is, I get it. It's a holiday. But, definitely, obviously for this holiday season, not just Thanksgiving up until, Christmas and into 2021, this is the hardest year for people, maybe the hardest year a lot of people have ever had due to the coronavirus. So, this holiday season is especially important and especially more difficult for people to, spend time with the people they love, have access to the things that they're used to having access to. And so it can be definitely a tough holiday this year for some people, but it's awesome. There's some, places opening up their arms and opening up their their pantries to these other families. So that's great.
Definitely. And especially at Mission, they are really focused on, service members, post 9/11, veterans, their families, etc., first responders. So they're really adamant about, really holding on tight to this Jacksonville community and making sure, everyone's got some food on their table this year.
Definitely. And I know there's, some other places that have been doing things similar to this, turkey giveaways and other food pantry related things like that. So I really hope people have been paying attention to these throughout the week so that, people who really need this help are definitely able to get it this holiday season and don't feel left out of the festivities.
Definitely.
Yeah. So again, Kayla's web article is going to be on our online originals page. You guys can check out all of those places that she listed. Find out more information if you're, somebody or somebody that is having food insecurity this holiday season. Check out some of these places. Refer somebody to some of these places. So that everybody has a warm meal on the holiday. So thank you, Kayla, for covering this story and getting some really important information out to people ahead of the holiday so that everyone's able, to enjoy it this year.
Definitely. And also one more thing, just keep in mind that those same organizations will probably do something similar for Christmas. So if you missed out on Thanksgiving, just keep that organization in the back of your mind and check back for Christmas.
Definitely. That is a great point. Thank you so much, Kayla. And thank you guys for watching this edition of Reporter's Notebook. And I hope you all have a very, very happy Thanksgiving. Gobble, gobble.
All good.